Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. You're watching the Couples Academy show. My name is Roland, and I have Miss Lakeisha Hines with us this morning. Sharon, we're so happy to see all of you. I'm so happy to see you, Miss Lakeisha. How are you doing this morning?
I am doing well. You foreshadowed this happening, right? Because we said, oh, we'll see you here tomorrow. I wasn't thinking it was going to be we, but look, this is what it is. I'm wonderful. Thank you for allowing me to grace the stage with you, Brother Roland.
Oh, thank you for. I appreciate it. Listen, we're so happy that you're tuning in with us. We are here every day of the week to bring you the good news of Couples Academy. Before we even go any further, I want you to like, share, and subscribe wherever you are. Let everyone know where we are, and we're here to serve you in the best possible way that we can. We're talking about creating new memories after infidelity. Creating new memories after infidelity. Now, we already know that infidelity, any type of betrayal, automatically puts a sour taste in our mouth, automatically destroys our emotions, and we find ourselves in a whirlwind of destructive emotions. And everything that we thought it was has simply, in an instant, gone away. And so
Mm-hmm.
now we have to revamp, rebuild, restructure our total lives, our relationships as a whole, ourselves individually. And the best way to do that is to create new memories. We speak to our clients all the time and say that anytime you get a negative thought, you have to reject that negative thought, but replace it with a positive thought.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, with our memories, we have to make sure that when we are memorizing the things of the past before infidelity, now we have to reject those things. Don't forget them, but we have to replace those things with new positive memories so that we can remain healthy, remain whole, and be able to continue on in our lives. I know, Lakeisha, you deal with a lot of couples that go through a lot of things, and instantly in a moment they realize that what I thought I had, I didn't have. And
Mm-hmm.
now the memory cycle keeps playing over and over and over in our minds of what we thought we had. But
Mm-hmm.
now, what am I supposed to do moving forward?
Yeah, the mind is such a powerful thing, right? It literally is a muscle. And if you think about how we have to go to the gym and work out because you men, you want those muscles popping all the time, right? Ladies, you want those calves, right? You want things sitting up the way they're supposed to be. That means you have to exercise, you have to work out those muscles to build them up. And it's the same thing with the mind. We have to exercise it, and we have to go through these exercises consistently over time to ensure that the brain is functioning the way it's supposed to, but also that we're getting rid of some of those memories. So, to your point, Roland, when infidelity occurs, there are a lot of negative memories that are created. And as you said, we want to replace those with positive ones. But guess what? It's not going to miraculously happen. It will not happen just because you want it to. There's exercise that has to happen, right? And we have to be intentional. So I think many times, the way I hear this all the time, and I'm sure you have too, the betrayed always says, you were intentional about your actions and what you went out and did with this affair partner, right? So now you need to be intentional about creating new memories with your spouse. That same energy that you put into going out and doing what you knew was wrong, now we're asking you to put that energy into doing the right thing and creating new memories with your spouse.
And I just want to add a little bit. You actually have to overexert the
Mm,
energy that you used to do, because see, you don't
mhm,
want the same energy. I want to
mm.
overexert that energy because already what I was doing was wrong. So I want to make sure I have to overcompensate and make sure that I'm being extra intentional
Mhm.
and extra positive on my actions and what I'm doing to make sure that we recover. And we always think about kids, kids. Oh, I remember when I first learned how to ride a bike. I remember, when I got my driver's license and stuff like that.
Right.
Likewise, we forget that as married couples, we have memories as well. We
Mhm.
have to remember, what do you want your legacy to look like? When you grow old together and you're sitting around with your grandchildren, you want to be able to tell them memories that you have as a married couple, right?
Mhm.
And you want to be creating new memories all the time so that you have stories to tell your grandchildren. And that's the sad part about betrayal, and infidelity. And there's
Mm-hmm.
so many other things that the devil don't tell you about.
Mm-hmm.
Bad behavior comes with bad consequences,
Mm-hmm.
right? And for everything, for every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. And we have to understand that when we do bad things, we create bad memories that we
Yes.
don't even foresee. And so
Yes.
we have to be mindful of that. But nevertheless, we're talking about creating new memories after infidelity.
Yes, and let me say this because I know we got a lot of information to share with you all today that we think will be extremely helpful and impactful for helping you moving forward. But let me say this, memories are actually reminders of the past, right? They're
Mhm.
reminders of the past. But what you do in the present actually creates those memories, right? That will remind you of the past. So when you're looking forward, as you said, rolling in the future, when you look back on your past, you want those memories to be more positive than
Mhm.
negative, more good than bad. So we have to adjust what we're doing today so
Mhm.
that in the future, when we're looking back on our past, we have something that we can truly be proud of. And we can honestly say that I have done everything humanly possible to try to create the best marriage possible, to make my spouse happy, to have them fulfilled in a relationship, as well as ourselves.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to these points, but it's so much packed into this because
Mm-hmm.
other thing that this does when you create new memories, when life happens, when death of a
Mm.
family member comes in, or
Yes.
a loss of a job or sickness comes in, you have
Mhm.
something to hold on to and refer back to pull up to help you through those difficult times. But
Yes.
if you have bad memories, difficult times, you have nothing to pull from. So
Mm-hmm.
we have to be mindful and be intentional on creating new memories because they do more than just create a new memory. It's your power. It is the very thing that your lifeline for your marriage to keep you moving forward. Okay, listen, we're gonna stop, right? So creating new memories after infidelity. One of the first things that we can do is something new.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are we going to keep doing the same old, and expecting something different? We've been doing it this way for years. We've been doing the same thing for years. We've been going to the same place for years. Do something new. Try something that you've never done before to get something that you've never had. And that way it allows you to experience something new. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's okay with doing something different. We get so settled in our ways. We get so saturated in how we do things. I've always done it this way. Well, try a new way, and it might be better. Times have changed. We have
Mm-hmm.
changed. Let's change with the times.
Well, first of all, you already know I'm speaking to my clients about trying something new. I'm always talking to my clients about experimenting, trying new things, getting outside of your comfort zone, being vulnerable. And it's so important. And when I think about, you brought up kids today. And when I think about childhood memories, the ones that stood out to me were the ones that were the most creative, the most exciting, and regrettably traumatic as well, right? Those
Mhm.
memories stand out to us because they were impactful and they made a huge difference. So, you want to try something new because it's exhilarating, and it's something that, again, it will be imprinted in your mind for the rest of your life. You will not forget. I know specifically with my parents, they were married for 40 something years before my mom passed away. And my mom remembered things that happened when they were in childhood because they knew each other back then. She remembered things from high school when they were dating. She remembered things from early in the marriage before there were children because they were things that were impactful and they were memorable. So that's what we need to be thinking about when we want to do something new. Step outside the box, do something. And it doesn't always have to be big. I think
Right.
that's where we get in trouble sometimes,
Yes.
thinking that it always has to be grandiose and some big grand gestures. Those are nice too, but it doesn't have to be that way all the time. It's really about the thought, it's really about you being intentional
Mhm.
and taking the time to actually plan something. And also, sometimes being spontaneous is something too that will create a memory for you. And so I love that. I love surprises. I'm one of those people. And so just doing unconventional out of the box things, catching your spouse off guard, like these are things that will be imprinted in their brain for life.
You took the words right out of my mouth, because some of the best memories that you can create is when you do them spontaneously.
Yes.
It wasn't planned. We was just home together. We wasn't doing nothing there. One of us just thought to, let's go do something. Let's do something that we haven't done before. And it, like you said, it doesn't always have to be something big. Right. We miss out on so much of life because we have to plan for the big trip. We have to make sure all the ducks are in a row, and we have to make sure that everything is together. And sometimes it's not like that. Just keep on what you have on. Let's go take a ride together. Let's go a different route. Let's go up down a back road that we never been. And I didn't even realize they had a lake back here. I didn't even realize this park was over here. Because we've done something new. We were spontaneous when we did it, and we didn't have to plan it. Right? Yep. Stop taking the planner out of everything, right? And just do it. So that creates something new, right?
Can I talk to the ladies right quick?
Yeah, please. It's Mother's Day month, so go
ahead.
Mother's
Day month. Okay, thank you. So ladies, it doesn't always have to be on the man to initiate these new things and to come up with these memories and to come up with ideas for things that the two of you can do together. A lot of times I think, as women, we want to be catered to, we want to be taken care of, we want to be surprised, all those things. But we can surprise them too. I literally planned a mini day trip with my husband, surprised him. He didn't know where we were going. We went horseback riding. I planned a picnic. It was like one of the best things ever because it was something we had not done before. And again, imprinted in our memories for life. So we can take the initiative to plan these dates and these outings and these somethings new also.
Absolutely. It has to be a two-way street. And we have to both partner in how we do things, how we do life, and how we manage creating new memories. Hey, listen, you're watching the Couples Academy show. We're going to go to a quick break, and we will see you in just a minute.
What is the best gift or investment for a newly engaged couple?
What do couples really need? Proactive, transparent, synergy. They need to synthesize. A 12-week premarital group counseling experience that combines the mind, heart, mission, and vision for an effective future.
No matter the age or life experience, this research-based curriculum will help to increase marriage resilience by 30%. Why choose Synthesize for premarital counseling? 1, to better understand yourself and your partner and to audit your past and present condition in order to be a proactive couple.
2, to engage in crucial conversations about finances, communication, sex, and intimacy, to be fully and completely transparent.
3, to develop a unified vision and mission in order to embody high levels of synergy.
Give the gift that builds proactive, transparent synergy. Synthesize.
Hey family, Hassani and Danielle here, and I want to tell you about the Phoenix Awards Gala happening on October 7th, 2023. Couples Academy is hosting its first annual Phoenix Awards Gala, a celebration of perseverance, patience, and persistence, focused on couples who have endured and overcome significant hardships in their marriages.
Nominees of this prestigious award will have come to the brink of destruction in their marriage without giving up, and are living a testimony to what is possible when two stand as one.
This is no ordinary gala. We are honoring 5 of the most resilient couples across the U.S. and abroad. And here's the most exciting part. You get to pick our nominees. And there's more. Wear your most exquisite gowns and black tie ensembles and prepare for a 50-foot red carpet, cocktail reception, dinner, live music, and dancing. We're going to raise the roof and the standard for marriages on October 7th, and we want you to be there.
For tickets, go to couplesacademy.org/events.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You're watching the Couples Academy show, and we are talking about a very, very impactful topic today. We're trying to help you with your memories. But before we jump back in, I just want to shout out everyone who is here. Team Smith in the house. Good morning. Sherwin, Augusta, Mary Wilson, Brother Jennings, fellow practitioner. Hello. Thank you for joining today. We appreciate you all. I just wanted to comment on Mary's response here. Mary said that she just figured out that her fiance has been bringing a girl in her house while sleeping. He denies it, but I hear everything on our security camera. I want to move past this, but he's in denial. And I feel that if he doesn't admit it, he's still interested in the third party. So Mary, first and foremost, sincerest apologies for what it is that you're going through. I know that this is extremely difficult. And one of the most difficult parts of dealing with infidelity is when the betrayer denies and will not own, will not accept what it is that they are doing. But that doesn't mean that you can't begin your own healing journey. One of the things I think you should do right away, Mary, is to give him receipts. Show him your receipts. Like, I have heard you on the camera. I've seen you on the camera. I don't know if there's recording capabilities, but you need to present your evidence and prove that you are not crazy and that this is what you are hearing and this is what you're observing. And, at the end of the day, as I said, whether he admits it or not, that doesn't stop you from doing the work that you need to do to heal from this particular situation. And I will tell you that the relationship will not be restored until he does take full ownership, turns away from what it is that he is doing, and reaches out to get help. So whether he agrees to get help or not, you can. So you need to call today, make a discovery call, and let's get you some assistance, sis.
And thank you, Lakeisha. You kind of segue right into it because you said your fiance, which means that you all are not married. Synthesize is the perfect program for you. You need to call us today. You need to sign up. You need to join because you all are creating memories right now before you even get started. So you need to call us. We can help you and make sure that you guys get on the right track to make sure you're going in the right direction. So thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for being transparent. And I want to let everyone know all the time that this is a safe space that you can share with us. There's no judgment here. So we want to help, and we thank you for sharing with us.
I just want to point out, Team Smith said, creating something new is actually biblical. Putting off the old sinful nature while putting on something new. So continue to build up new memories and be creative. Trust the process. Yes, that's a hashtag.
Yeah, that is definitely on point. Definitely on point. Hey, listen, we're gonna do a running topical exposition, as I will call it, and get through some of these points because we want to make sure that you have what you need when we're talking about creating new memories. Okay, so we're gonna run through these, but we're gonna give you some meat to it as well, right? And it's enough for you to come back. So the next thing, we talk about it all the time. It's not just spending time together. It is spending what? Quality time together.
Quality time with you.
Listen, we have to make sure that we are being intentional and make sure that we are present. We are being present when we're spending that quality time, right? We want to make sure that when we come together and whatever we decide to do, whether it's to watch a movie or cook together or, do a chore together, let's be present, spending that quality time because we are creating new memories. And oftentimes we think that because, you're doing something over here and I'm doing something over there and we're spending time together. Yes, you are spending time together, but it's not quality time. What are you talking about while you're doing those chores? What are you speaking on? What is your vision? What is it? What are your goals that you're thinking about? And so make sure you're spending quality time. What you say, Lakeisha?
I 100% concur. I agree. Quality time is so important. And honestly, that is one of the 5 love languages, right? QT. So you definitely need to make sure that you're doing that. And the only thing I will add on is define what that means for you. Define what quality time looks, feels, and sounds like, because it's different for everyone. And being present, I hear this with clients all the time. Yeah, my spouse was always home, but mentally they were completely someplace else, or emotionally they were completely closed off and shut down. So it doesn't matter if you're just physically there. You need to be mentally and emotionally present, and even more important, spiritually present with your spouse.
Absolutely. What's the song say? My body is here, but my mind is on the other side of town.
Mm-hmm.
That's not being present. That is
Mm-mm.
definitely not being present. So we want to make sure that we're being present and spending quality time. The other thing that you want to do is document. Now, what does that mean? I remember growing up, my parents, my grandmother, they would pull out these thick picture books, right? Because
Scrapbooks.
they
Scrapbooks.
scrapbooks, right? They taking these pictures. You had to take it to the store. They had to do the film. You go back and you get your pictures, and then you slide them in the picture book. And we're looking at pictures and memories and stuff like that. We are in a new age. We have our phones. I have like 10,000 pictures on my phone because why? I'm capturing those memories. I am that guy. I want to take those pictures and put them in a picture book. I want to be able to have a book so that my grandkids can look and see
Yes.
what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Something new, right? I want to make sure that we are documenting. And they used to have time capsules, right?
Yes.
Our picture books, our memories, the things that we present is our time capsule,
Yep.
right? We can go back 20 years, 30 years and look at things, and we can tell that things are different. We look different, we act different, the cars we drive are different. And so we want to be able to document our memories that we are creating so that way we can look back on those and have something to smile about as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing to add. Just document, keep note, keep track.
The other thing is a mutual hobby. You will be amazed how many couples are gray hair, crippled, walking sideways with canes, right? Because they have mutual hobbies that they enjoy doing together.
Yes.
And that is the intimacy that lasts forever. Because
Mm-hmm.
now we are doing things, we are emotionally connected, emotionally tied to one another, and it creates a unbreakable bond. And so when we have mutual hobbies that we can exercise together, it
Mm-hmm.
builds our relationship, it builds our intimacy, it builds our intellect. We
Mm-hmm.
always can keep our minds sharp because we're doing something that we both enjoy doing, whatever that is, whether it's taking out time to have a reading nook, or taking nice walks, or crocheting. I don't know, whatever it is that you all like to do that you can agree upon that you enjoy doing. And
Yes.
sometimes what happens, it may be I have a hobby, you have a hobby, and how do we bring those two hobbies together that we both can be satisfied? Marriage is work. Marriage is work, but it depends on how hard, easy the work is based on how you create it. So finding that mutual hobby is another thing to create new memories.
Well, marriages work, but it works if you work it. And the reality is this: the way you stay connected is by having mutual hobbies, because that is a lot of times where the enemy will get a foothold in your relationship, because you over there doing your thing, I'm over here doing my thing, and we're never in alignment and never spending that quality time together during those mutual hobbies. And so we have nothing to connect on, we have nothing to talk about, we have nothing to enjoy and have fun. That's something else. Like many times we just stop having fun, and that again is what will create this major disconnect between the two of you, which creates opportunities for people to make wrong choices.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, we we talk about mutual hobby, but they also have couples workout. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Nobody should be complaining about the other person because we both have work to do, right? You too fat. You look like a roly poly. Well, we have something that we can do together. We can work out together. We can hold each other accountable together. We can make sure that we are both eating healthy together. We can make sure that we're getting the right amount of water that we're supposed to get, the right nutrients we're supposed to get. When we work out together, it brings about another level of closeness. Now, here's the thing. We don't have competition when we work out. We just need to make sure that we are working out at a pace that we are taking out that time that we want to keep each other around for a long period of time. too often time we get the couples that's trying to outdo one another in their workouts. And it's not about outdoing one another. It's just about making sure that we have that quality time together and make sure that we are engaging with one another in a different way other than a hustle of life, but being able to actually exercise and do something different.
Let me give these people some motivation, Roland. First of all, you already know who you invited to be on the show this morning. You will improve your sex life when you exercise. Why? Because it's going to give you more self-esteem, better self-awareness. You feel better about yourself. And again, when you're that level of intimacy with your spouse, you need to have self-confidence. You need to have body esteem. You need to feel good about yourself. But also, it's going to give you more energy. It's going to boost your libido. And again, it's going to help to reignite that passion and strengthen your relationship. So I'm saying there are mutual benefits for it, not just your overall health, but your sexual health as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, listen, we're talking about creating new memories after infidelity. We have one more point that we want to share with you, and we will do that right after this quick commercial break. Hey, listen, welcome back to the Couples Academy show. You've been watching Lakeisha Hines and myself, Roland Bradley, and we've been talking about creating new memories after infidelity. Listen, we have a whole lot going on here at Couples Academy. This weekend, we have our last chance weekend. For those couples, you listen, that's on the brink of divorce, that are just trying to get their lives back together, their marriages back on point. Last chance weekend is a great opportunity, a great investment for you to take advantage of for the weekend. You have to be willing to step outside of the box. You have to be willing to go beyond what is familiar to you to get something that you've never had. And so oftentimes we invest in everything but our spouses, everything but our marriages, everything but our livelihood of who we are as a couple. And I encourage each of you, anyone, by any stretch of the imagination, whether you are in a relationship, married, been married for 50 years or 50 minutes, you need to come to Last Chance Weekend if you feel like you need the help that you need, because we are here to help you. Listen, we also have the gala coming up in October.
Yes.
Listen, I want to make sure that everybody is there, okay? The tickets are available to you. The hotel rooms are available to you. You need to make sure you are in the building October 7th. We're going to have on our fly tuxedos. The ladies going to have on their nice gowns. And it is going to be an amazing night. We are putting so much into it to make sure that we as adults, we as married folk, that we can dress up and not just see our kids go off to the prom and do their thing, but we're going to have an adult prom, right?
That's right. No kids.
No kids. It's going to be all us, right? An adult affair. Synthesize. I'm telling you right now, Mary Wilson, we're calling you up. We want to make
Yes.
sure you give us a call, and anyone else who's in a situation where you are in the midst of going through the process of about to get married, in a relationship, thinking of being married, go through this 12-week program. We have wonderful practitioners, Walter and Charmaine, that will guide you, navigate you through to the place where you want to be. So
Yes.
listen, our last point, and we kind of spoke on it earlier, but weekend getaways. Now, when we talk about weekend getaways, we're not telling you again, you have to plan this big extravagant trip. We're talking about those weekend getaways where you go to your downtown city if you live in the suburbs and you do a staycation. You go to a nice restaurant and you stay at a nice hotel in your city, a tourist in your own city, in your
Yes.
own area. Maybe go just across the line to the next state or something like that. It doesn't have to be anything major. If you have enough coins to fill up the tank and to go and get back, that's all you need, right? You just want enough to be able to say, you know what, we did something different, we did something new, we took advantage of the kids being away or whatever the case may be. We had some time off from work that we can rejuvenate ourselves, we can pour into one another for a short period of time and be able to
Yes.
go back ready for the world.
That's it.
Hey,
Get
listen,
away.
watching the Couples Academy. We're talking about creating new memories, and we want you to create new memories every single day. Be intentional, take advantage of it, and thank you for sharing with us. We will see you tomorrow on Ask the Experts. Come with your questions that you might have. We will have practitioners here to serve you and answer your questions. Have a great day. We love you, and we'll see you on tomorrow.